Hi, and welcome to a Reheated Cup with Laurie. Today, I figured I would talk about my most recent blog post, which is 7 of my must haves for a baby 3 to 6 months old. So, I like to try to share my product experiences, and then also, since I've had 2 babies in the house and 2 children, share some of the things that really helped me through that. So I'm not going to share everything with you, but I will put a link to the blog post in the description. So if you want to see all 7, you'll have to click there and look. But I'm going to share 3 of the items on that list with you today. So as you guys can see, I have a bouncy chair next to me. So everybody needs a bouncy chair, and almost everybody needs a swing. But the reason I like these bouncy chairs is not because they're super fancy, not because they're super stylish, or will really look good in your house. I mean, let's be honest, these things are kind of tacky, no matter what print you get. But they are amazing for new babies. So you can also use this from 0 to 3 months, depending on the size of your baby. But 3 to 6 months is really when this plays a key role for me. This thing is what helps me shower. It's what helps me cook. It's what helps us sit down and eat family dinner without someone having to hold the baby. Especially since a baby 3 to 6 months is not necessarily sitting up yet. It gives them a spot and a space to sit in, sleep in, play in. You know, at first they can't reach these, but as they get bigger, they can. So it kind of lasts a while and piques their interest for a while. But you clip them in and you put them in here. And as you can see, I mean, the couch is not super sturdy, but if they move around in it, it kind of bounces. So it doesn't automatically swing on its own. I know there are some fancier ones that do. But then it also has a button, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but it vibrates. So that vibrator is amazing and helped both my girls sleep. We had one of these for Caroline. The great thing about them is their price point is usually like $20 to $35, which makes them really reasonable. Almost everybody can afford one, and if you can get a hand-me-down one, even better, because then it's free or half that price. But we love this because you can literally pick it up. Look. I know I'm a buff mom, right? Just kidding. But it's super light. It's super easy. It's made out of like a really lightweight metal. And you can carry it up the stairs. We have stairs in our house, so you can carry it up and down. But it travels easy and can just kind of be thrown in the trunk. But it's lightweight and mobile, and making it, when you have a little baby and you're carrying the baby, whether you have 1 or 2, having something that you can kind of just like grab and like put through under your arm while holding the baby and carry it up to the bathroom is really ideal. So we love this. And if you are having your first baby, definitely get one. If you've had a baby and you didn't have one the first time around, get one. It will change your life. And if you have a grandparent or aunt or uncle or friend that you plan on visiting and spending a lot of time with, you can even get one for their house. So my parents have one at their house, and then they even loaned that to one of our good family friends, and then she gave it back, and now they have it at their house again, just in time for grandbaby number 2. So the other thing I want to show you guys today, because I feel like on the blog, I mentioned this, but the pictures don't really do it too much justice, but it's these bibs. So they're a bib and a burp cloth. Sorry, I can't think of the word. So as you can see, the shape makes it really good for being a burp cloth. I like the burp cloths with the curve because they cover the front and go down the back a little bit. But the reason I love these is not only because this Aiden and I always want to say Aiden and Annis, maybe? I don't know how you pronounce that. But they're kind of more of a fancier brand, but you can find these on sale. You can find a lot of their swaddles on sale. They also have them on Amazon, pretty decent prices. So there's a little button here and it literally clicks together and turns into a bib. So Caroline did not have, my neck is too big. Almost, actually it almost makes it. There we go. There's my little bit. So, Caroline did not have reflux, but Ella had really, really bad reflux. I mean, literally at 2 weeks old, she was projectile vomiting. And it wasn't puke, I guess. It was just literally emptying her stomach out. She would nurse and be really, really full, and then out it would go. So I had a really horrific experience when we were trying to look at houses, and I had put her in her car seat. It was a really rough morning anyway. I was not feeling well. I had, just had my C-section, had a toddler I was chasing around, and she literally threw up all over her car seat and all over herself. And I had already had these, but I didn't even think oh, I can put these on her. So I started using them on her in the car. I would put them around her, and then that way, even though it wouldn't catch everything, it definitely helped. It also helped just keep her clean throughout the day. When you have a baby with reflux, or just a baby that's spitting up in general, as you know, it can get really stinky, and because it's milk, and it comes like stinky curdled milk, even if you're breastfeeding or formula feeding, whatever. And so it just kind of helps with that. So I literally have 5 or 6 of these, and I had 2 to 3 in my bag at all times. I kept one in the car, and I still use them. Ella's 10 months old. Now I still use them because they also just make really good bibs. If you go out to eat, you can just pop it around them, and they're perfect. They're also just perfect for keeping baby clean, and using as burp cloths for what they're meant for. Almost looking at this makes me feel a little sad because Ella's growing out of them. But they're really cute. They have cute prints. As you can see, this one's reversible, and you can buy them single, or you can get them in packs of 2 or 3. But they have a bunch of them on Amazon and at Target, and I have all of the links to these products in my blog. So the last one I want to talk to you guys about is not really for baby, but totally for mom. Okay, so moms, you need to treat yourself. You need to relax. And if you haven't discovered Bar & Co., their bath soak is amazing. I also use their cleaning spray because it smells just like their bath soak, which, oh my gosh, it gives me this instant feeling of clean and calm, and I'm in a fancy store or something. So I clean with it, and I will tell you, almost everybody who comes to my house, even children. I had one of Caroline's little friends the other day tell me, "Your house always smells so good." I was like, "Ooh, thank you." I mean, especially coming from a kid, that means a lot. But this stuff is amazing. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I included it on my list because 3 to 6 months, and really any time in motherhood, it's always important to stop and take a break. So get your favorite bath salt, grab a book, grab your laptop, prop it up next to the bath, and take a bath and relax. In 3 to 6 months, I took a lot of baths because I was a little bit stressed. We had just moved, and being a mom and a new mom can be hard. So I took a lot of baths, and I also binge watched on my laptop in the bath. I'm guilty of that. So I highly recommend you get that, whether it's that or you go, grab your favorite. It's, a definite must. So I hear on that note, my little baby is awake, so I am going to head out. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I will put a link, like I said, to the blog post, and that includes all 7 of the products that I recommend for 3 to 6 months, and why I recommend them. So thanks for tuning in, and do not forget to subscribe. I will see you guys soon.